What up? It's your boy Tom, and it's Friday. Cringe. Okay, whatever. Anyway, we've got some duels to show you using the Magician deck that I showed you in last week's deck profile. There is one change, however, and that is there's a second Appaloosa in the extra deck now. We're just going to go ahead and get into these replays. First game is against Heroes. I swear I was on EU Central Competitive. Anyway, we got the pen called Darkworm, so it doesn't really matter. We're going to summon the Darkworm, of course. We're going to go into the Halki Fibrax play, doing it a little bit differently this time, however. Like I said, we have a second Appaloosa now, so that's where this is going to come in. We will be making the Appaloosa as normal to protect from a potential Nibiru. But then we're going to extend a little bit further. We're going to get a big Pendulum summon here. And we're going to bring out the level 4 from the deck in order to go into a Meteor Burst, grabbing a Scale out so we can have an extra follow-up because Celestial searches at end phase. And now we've got the Absolute Dragon, which we will link with the Appaloosa once we have Savage on field, of course. We go into the Cross Sheep, going into then the Vortex and a second Selene for the second Appaloosa. So we've got a pretty good board here. We'll see how it does against this this hero playing individual. They're going to bring out the gold. That's going to eat an Appaloosa. They're going to normal summon the Vion. That will eat an Appaloosa. They could attack over it, but I have the trap card, so I'm going to let the polymerization resolve. Not sure why. Just going to clear his board afterwards and hope he doesn't have anything else. Oh, but he does. I shotgun my last negate on the Malicious, and he has Miracle Fusion and Mask Change. Absolute Zero into Acid combo. You know how that goes. It wipes my board. But hey, he's out of cards. And I have a follow-up. Must be nice. So we're going to use said follow-up to make a Pendulum summon. We're going to bring out a couple of monsters here. And we're going to discard the Revolution Dragon for a Darkworm at some point. We get the Clearwing to wipe his board. And after that, we're just going to make a couple monsters. I miss Lethal here, unfortunately, but he's top decking. So, not a lot that he can do, really. He top decks a Judgment. Nice. Let's go to the next replay. Starting to notice a theme here. I'm on EU Central Competitive, but guys playing like Infernity Danger? I don't know. He gets rid of his hand and tries to go for the Archfiend. That's not resolving. And at this point, we're just going to kill him. Draw Pendulum Call. It's because I'm a skilled duelist. We're going to Pen Call Darkworm. Best combo that this game's ever seen. We're just going to draw a couple of cards here. Going to activate the Pendulum Graph just to get us some more searching off of the Halki Fibrax. And after that, we're just going to summon as many monsters as we can. We get the Selene out, scale up. We're going to bring that Harmonizing back to our hand, of course. Go for a really beefy Pendulum summon here. And we will get the 2 level 7s. We go into the Absolute Dragon. We're going to bring back a Tuning Magician, which will be important here in a second. It will buff his life points up to 9,800. However, that's perfectly fine. I can OTK through that. We make a Dweller just in case if I can't do math correctly and I miss Lethal somehow. And then we go for the Savage Dragon, equipping a Selene, which gives it 3,925 attack points. God, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway, we get Lethal, and that ends from there. I'm getting a little sick of these people not playing meta decks, though. Like, this guy is playing Chaos Blackwings? I really don't know. He uses Exchange to rip the Revolution Dragon out of my hand, and I kind of bricked, so I go for the Pendulum Graph with Noble Dragon destroying itself to get a search, but he Twin Twisters me, so I'm I'm just going to summon the Valkyrius he gave me and normal summon a double Iris. At this point, he uses evenly matched. That's fine, it makes the Gamma live again, so Magic Dragon's not resolving. And now, congratulations. You have simplified the game state. Now proceed to lose to me top decking what might as well be a 1200 vanilla beater. Oh, 1000. That's less than 1200. And I have lethal. Yeah, I'm not really sure what this duel was. At this point, I kind of just got sick of EU Central competitive not being as competitive as I intended it to be. I don't know, EDO Pro is usually better than this, but today it just wasn't. So, this is when I enlisted the help of Belligerent Bloons, the second best virtual world player that I know personally. So we just decided to have at it, play a couple of duels, and he's got a pretty good hand here. I do get the Gamma on the Lulu, however it's not really going to stop him, it's just gonna be one less extender that he has. He still has 5 monsters on field, so not a whole lot we can do there. Zulkin into Crystal Wing, that's really scary. Shen. Yeah, that's gonna suck. So I'm gonna Pot of Desires to try to get some more cards. Pendulum Call. I make some scales. They are protected, but he has the Cyclone. That sucks. That was one more card that I did not want to scale there. I'm just not going to have enough gas to out this board. I will attempt to do it by making a Synchro 8 into the Clear Wing Dragon, but it's just not going to be enough. He's going to negate that, and there's not really much I can do after that. So I'm just going to scoop that up after I realize that I'm basically just dead. I have a follow-up, but any monster can just guarantee game at this point, and Ptolemy M7 is any monster. So, we lose there. But it's fine. Got a rematch. He wins RPS again. I don't know how he does it. And he has a playable hand. That's unfortunate. So he's going to get the Chuche. He's going to get the Qinglong. Now he's got Lulu in hand. And I have no hand traps. So he's just going off at this point. He is going to draw a couple cards off of Charge Warrior. And also Coral Dragon after that. And he will be making the Zulkin again for a Crystal Wing. Now here's the problem here. He's got another extender. So this absolute mad lad goes for Muddy Mud Dragon, the Synchro monster, allowing him to make Invoked Caliga. That is just... It's just disgusting. It's disgusting. So, if you don't know what this does, if you have not seen the evil that lies within this world, Invoked Caliga makes it to where you can only attempt to activate one monster effect. Crystal Wing can negate that one monster effect, and after that, you're done. You could try to attack over it. It's only got 1800 defense. You can only declare one attack. And when you declare that attack, he Chuches your monster. This is a very tough board. I am determined to out it. I am determined to out this board. Guess how I out it? Adding Janky Magician to my hand with Pendulum Call. Then I'm going to use Dragon Pit Magician to pop the Chuche, so I can attack freely. I'll bait the Crystal Wing with the Dark Worm. He doesn't know at this point what I'm planning to do, so I Pendulum Summon for 2. Drawing into the Oath Dragon off of Desires was very nice. It allows me to follow up after I attack over the Caliga. I'm going to wipe his board with a Clear Wing, get a search off of the Pendulum Graph. That's going to be really nice. And then I'm going to Tuning Magician to go into a Synchro 7, getting the Dragon Pit out of my scale so we can make a Absolute Dragon and then go into Vortex off of a Cross Sheep here. Then after that, I am going to make a Selene and then summon the Dragon Pit Magician back. So I've got a at least sizable board for whatever he can respond to, and I have a follow-up, so it's looking very good at this point. He's going to Lao Lao, I'll negate, and then he uses the Zhanwu, pitching the Lao Lao that's about to be destroyed so he can get another monster. After that, he makes the Ptolemy. He bounces my Vortex, which has already been used, and then he attacks over the Selene. But it's not enough. I've got a scale, I've got a pendulum graph, I still haven't made Halki Fibrax. I've just got an insane follow-up at this point, and he's got no cards left. He's going to be top decking. So just getting rid of the Ptolemy is basically going to cripple him at this point. I do miss lethal here, unfortunately. There's probably a way to get it, but I wasn't able to kill him. I think Pendulum summoning the Noble Dragon probably wasn't the best choice, but I do have a negate on board, and he's just going to have one card in hand. He tops decks a Cosmic Cyclone and concedes. And that is going to bring us to our last duel. And he bricked! Nice. He can still make a Shen Shen, though, which is difficult to play through in Pendulums, because Shen Shen stops you from recurring resources, and Pendulum is a deck built around recurring resources. So we're just going to continue drawing and searching cards until we have a beefy enough Pendulum summon. We're just going to go straight for it here. We're going to activate Harmonizing Magician to get a level 7 out of the deck. We're going to go into Absolute Dragon. And that is how you out Shen Shen without losing any resources. You can make Synchro, but your materials get banished. No. Shen Shen and Absolute Dragon have the same exact attack points, meaning they can crash into each other like you just saw, allowing it to go to the graveyard instead of getting banished, giving you the Vortex Dragon, during the battle phase even. So that was a very nice play that I was able to make there. And then I go into Halki Fibrax afterwards and continue my combo. He surrenders after realizing that he has 2 Qinglongs in his hand. So, Belligerent Bloons did challenge me to one final duel here, but we're not going to show it because we both made some very embarrassing misplays here. We're just going to pretend that it didn't happen, alright? Alright. So comment if you can guess what misplay Belligerent Bloons is about to make. And then just go ahead and leave a like on the video if you like pendulums, or if you hate pendulums, or if you don't know what pendulums are, or if you think that Pendulum is a very mismanaged mechanic on the part of Konami. For future videos, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be uploading a video every Wednesday, unless if I don't. Expect to see a True Draco deck profile, because we will be returning to Monkey. And also at some point, Belligerent Bloons and I will be going to a tag duel tournament, so stay tuned for the deck profile and the report on that. Just stay tuned for those, and in the meantime, you can watch one of my previous videos, such as the Pendulum Magician deck profile that we are playing in this very video right here. And until next time, that's all I've got for you. See you next week.